I'm Captain John P. Andrews, and I'm here to recruit you to the U.S. Army Infantry. As infantrymen, you will experience more combat than any other branch in our multinational force. You will be the tip of the spear. For that reason, you'll receive individual skills training and be made fit to fight. The instruction you'll receive emphasizes individual rifle marksmanship and hand-to-hand combat, so you will be able to engage the enemy at any range. At longer engagement distances, you will rely on your skills as infantry riflemen to destroy the enemy. Up close, you will receive instructions on how to fight with the bayonet. Sweat in training saves blood in battle. As long as you have your brothers in arms and your rifle, you are unstoppable. And if something tries to stop you, show them what a bayonet can do to anything in the way. Let's get to work.
And that is a good intro into today's video topic. What's up, guys? Brandon here, and today we're going to be talking about the infantry division, the pros, the cons, what are good things to use with this division, and what weapons does it favorite. So let's just jump into it. Up on screen, you'll see all 4 perks that come with the infantry division, and each one is unlocked by unlocking each level of the division. So Infantry 1 gets you the rifle bayonet, which puts a bayonet at the end of your rifle. What this does for you is basically give you a way to do panic knifing again, in my opinion, as you'll see in this clip. It gives you an automatic one-hit kill with a melee. It just puts a knife at the end of the gun. It's an easy way to get a kill. At the same time, what it doesn't tell you is you have the ability to do what's called a bayonet charge. The bayonet charge makes you run a little bit faster, and if you run into anybody while using it, you get a kill with it. Infantry 2 comes with additional primary attachment. What you'll see in this screenshot is instead of there being just 2 attachments on your weapon, which is what every other division has, it has a 3rd attachment. This pairs really well with the primed basic training. That gives you another attachment and reduced flinch when shot. So anytime you run Infantry 2 with the primed basic training, you end up getting 4 attachments on your weapon. That can be the difference between winning and losing a gunfight depending on the attachments. Infantry 3 gives you extra magazines. Always very good, always helpful to have more ammo than your opponents. And then Infantry 4 is basically the Stalker perk. They put Stalker, which was move faster while aiming down sights. They put it into Infantry 4, move significantly faster while aiming down sights. So those are the main infantry progression perks. When you unlock infantry, or when you use infantry in matches, and you unlock these 4 levels for infantry, each of these perks unlock for you, and you use it while you're in the infantry division. Now, what weapons are really good for this class? Well, the infantry division obviously favors the rifle class of weapons. This is your BAR, your STG, the M1A1, the M1 Garand, the recently put in there Gavar 43, the FG 42. All of those weapons are in that class. The reason why it favors that is because it gives you that bayonet rifle. You can only use the bayonet if you're using a rifle. You can't put it on any other weapon in the game. Most of the time I run either the BAR or the STG, and I want to highlight a pretty big difference in both of those classes. What you'll see in the BAR class is that I have the primed basic training. What this does is it gives me an extra attachment on top of less flinch when shot. So basically it'll improve my aim while also giving me another attachment to help me win a gunfight. What I used that on was a reflex sight for the BAR. The BAR has a very low clip size, so I automatically put extended mags on there. Obviously, quick draw. Its kick can be really hard too, so grip is a really good one to have on the BAR. And those are the 4 attachments that I use for the BAR. And the reason why I use primed for the BAR is because I'm just not a huge fan of the iron sights. I feel like the iron sights are really, really high in comparison to some other weapons, such as like the PPSH or maybe even the Type 100. I feel like the BAR kind of sits a little bit higher than it really should. And so I use the reflex sight to give me a little bit more area to see over my weapon. That's really the only reason I use it. Now I have another infantry class set up, as I'll throw that up here, and you'll see that it's the STG Serum 2 variant. It really doesn't matter the variant because they're all cosmetic anyway, but you'll see that I run Hustle on this class. Hustle is increased reload speed. That's basically the only thing. You can also reload while sprinting. Now, why do I run that instead of primed on this class? Well, I don't feel the need to run primed on an STG, just because the quick draw, the grip, and the reflex sight is good enough for the STG to be able to win gunfights to me, and I'd rather have that quick reload speed, especially when I'm having to go around corners and possibly run up on an airborne when they're running around with a silencer. So it's very helpful to have the quicker reload speed when I'm having to run around. And that's why I run Hustle on this class instead of primed, because the STG doesn't need primed. So a major pro of the infantry division is that bayonet on the end of a rifle, but the major con of this division is that it is fairly slow. The less map control you have, the less you're going to be able to win gunfights. That's just the fact in this game. Is a little bit slower than Airborne, especially if you're running Airborne 4, and you're not going to be able to get to that gunfight as quickly. So the final major point for infantry division, if you're going to run the infantry division, it gives you a third attachment for any weapon, but you only get the bayonet on the rifles. That's the main part of the infantry division and why it favors the rifles. It works really well with the primed and the Hustle basic training. And then in terms of competitive gameplay, infantry doesn't really have a leg to stand on yet. Thanks for watching, guys. This is meant to be short and sweet and to the point. If you guys want me to do any other videos like this, let me know in the comments down below and I can do them. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below, and I will see you guys in a bit. Peace.